in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Commodores will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Crimson Tide offense takes the field to start things off. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of ballers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
Back to pass, it's Simpson. Caught, close to the marker, it's Bernard. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
Makes the grab, it's Miller. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. One of the highlights of the year last season, Alabama went into Nashville coming off a win against Georgia and got knocked out of Nashville with their first loss to Vandy since 1969. Anything can happen in this crazy sport.
It was magic. It was crazy. It was Pavia time, right? Like the fourth down conversions, they held the ball for most of the game. And Jesse, remember, this is what kept the Tide at the playoffs. You think they're a little upset?
Definitely, and they're going to have to do a better job defensively with that gun option scheme we saw from Vanderbilt in that game a year ago. They didn't have any answer for that. A few interceptions early by Jalen Milroe, put him behind the 8-ball, so we just need a better effort from Alabama on both sides.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the fourth down.
Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. So the Vanderbilt Commodores offense will have its first possession of the game. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Now the play fake. Got a man, it's Alexander. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
He'll do it himself. Can't get him to the ground.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions, keeping them in good second down situations.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking for a man. It's Pavia. Quickly out to the tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
The Commodores are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Hudson. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And the Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Commodores, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. On the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Back to throw, it's Pavia. He took a hit as he couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's cut.
And on money down defensively, we got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. The field goal is no good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make, rate, and listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
offense clearly saying we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive, and I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
Hard running there. There he goes. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Really nice run there. No, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
The Crimson Tide could get very aggressive here on 2nd and inches. Off the play fake. Grab the marker. It's Williams. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Everybody holds their breath when this guy has the ball. On defense now, you got to stop the bleeding because you're allowing one of the best at his position in the sport of college football. Now have back-to-back catches. You better be anticipating this offense going back to him again right here.
They'll give it to the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Back to pass, it's Simpson. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, they get that turnover.
As quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. They stopped him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the cue here. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
And the Commodores will punt it away on 4th down. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. To the air, it's Simpson. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there, incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
This offense is going to try and stretch the field vertically and horizontally. They did there throwing it to their running back with the defense. They were in perfect position to make that play for no gain.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. Rolls it in. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And a great job on the QB, find the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Got room to work. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Caught near the sticks, it's Miller. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Well, a great job by the quarterback understanding where the pressure was coming from and understanding where his outlet was. And David, you know, it's demoralizing, I expect, from a defensive standpoint when you think you've dialed up the blitz and you think you're getting home.
Yeah, and you're doing what you can to try to pressure the QB, and you're bringing extra guys, but sometimes that comes at a sacrifice. And you can see he got the matchup he wanted, took advantage of it, didn't get flustered. That was the biggest thing. Like most QBs, sometimes when that blitz comes, they'll get flustered really quickly and make a bad decision. He stayed calm, made the right read, made the right decision.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I just love the individual one-on-one effort by the defense there. Offense trying to go option, QB keeps it, but just too many defenders winning their one-on-one battles, defeating blocks, and getting the tackle for loss.
Third and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Bernard. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Looking for a man, it's Simpson. And he feels the heat coming in, it burns him up. Another sack.
That's the problem when you go empty, right? As a quarterback, you know you might get blitzed, and if you do, you better know where your hot throw is. If you don't, you're getting sacked. That time the linebacker got to.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Never a doubt. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going, down 3-0. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive. And offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
They'll send the back in motion. Caught over the middle. It's Hudson. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
To the air, it's Pavia, using the quick game. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it all night.
The Tide crowd roaring noise down on the Saban field on third down. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing on some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Commodores will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive game.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down. Third and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. They try to pop a run on the draw. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 after the 35.
And
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Simpson. He'll get rid of it. Got his man on the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays, the quarterback and his unit is executing, and this defense right now, they have no answers.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pulls it in, it's Lewis. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. Nice move there. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama built its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. While it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Grab near the sticks. It's Bernard. Touchdown time! Alabama in the air and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And these slants are so hard to defend when the ball's thrown like that. The receiver catches it, and he's catching it going so fast, and you could tell the defense couldn't quite get the right angles, and he does the rest, uses his speed, gets all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone, it's Sherrill. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. That's caught. It's Alexander. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
So now it's 2nd and long. He'll keep it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit and pick up there.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Dropping back, it's Pavia. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. They'll tell you that didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
And the Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I tell you what, as that ball started to get towards the sideline and they're running these option plays, man, those outside players become more pivotal. My corners have to be able to tackle. My secondary is going to be much more involved in getting the quarterback to the ground. Nice job by the secondary, by this defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Pulls it in. It's Bernard. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Looking to throw, it's Pavia. Snagged in the middle, it's Hudson. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. They'll immediately call timeout. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Hoskins. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Commodores can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Catch in the middle, it's Hudson. Gets it to the 37, clock stops to move the chains.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And the Commodores with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Rushes on him. He's got it. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
I'll tell you, I know they're losing the game. It's only the first half, but this offense, obviously, they've spent some time practicing 2-minute throughout the week. You can see they're really in rhythm, they're really in focus, and they're attacking the right areas of the field in order to try to maintain as much clock as possible.
And it slips just inside that right upright. This is now a 7-point game.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that said, let's send it back to the guys at Bryant-Denny Stadium.
Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive. Turning it on! They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. He's simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
To the air, it's Pavia. Unloads to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Stowers. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's fourth down. Will they bring out the punt team?
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave it the completion. What do? You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes that Alabama offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bernard. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Catch in the middle, it's Horton. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The give is to Miller. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
The play action fake. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
Caught in the backfield. It's Bernard. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Bama! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
A really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the need to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to pay.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Caught near the sticks. It's Sherrill. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
He's brought down at the 33. And that's good enough for a first down.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. To the air, it's Pavia. Oh, they had the screen all set up on 1st down, and he couldn't make the catch.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop.
Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say it's out of bounds, an incomplete pass. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Commodores decide to put it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Cuevas. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. Off play action. Caught over the middle. It's Horton. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Power football with the run. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
You know, and that's a route this offense practices all week long. You really have to have great timing when you're throwing these out routes. There's nothing a defender can do on that one. Perfectly thrown, well caught. Nice job getting his feet.
Motion from the wideout. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Horton. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
He barely got the ball. He just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And this one splits the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. He'll do it himself. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
These read option plays are very hard to stop because you got to have enough guys in the box to play that immediate run, but also always be ready for that quarterback to take the ball and scoot out wide.
And when the quarterback operates this like a magician, it makes it even tougher. Breaks into the open. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Listen, anybody can run the option, and it looks great. Multiple options going to be very hard to defend. The quarterback has to make great decisions. Nice read, nice job running the football, chewing up some yards and making a big play.
And the Commodores just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wants to throw. It's Pavia. He's got it still on his feet. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
it's a really nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator because you just had an explosive run getting you down close to the goal line. I think everybody on defense was expecting them to just turn around and hand it off again. Not the case. Now you go pass. Really nice catching the defense off guard, and they get the touchdown. Bang, bang, 2 plays, 6 points on the board.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Snagged in the middle. It's Bernard. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Finds his man. It's Horton. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Knowing that your man can make the catch against his defender, that wasn't a big play, but it can set you up down the line to be able to take advantage.
Yes, get it to him as fast as I can. When I see him open, he runs the little hitch, get it to him so he can make a little bit of yards after the catch, and eventually that little gain, he's going to bust one of those with his athletic ability.
And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll run the option. Big-time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
I'll tell you, you do not see a lot of big men with the ability to run like that defensive end did right there. The offense trying to trick him, trying to get the quarterback to the perimeter of the field, but just big man chasing down little man and getting to him quickly. That was impressive.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was all me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on third down. Scanning the field, it's Simpson. Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Got a man, it's Alexander. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Hoskins.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
To the ground, he's got it again. Not much room. They pick up a 2 down to the 28.
You've got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Tell that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've gotten hands to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Looking to pass. It's Pavia. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
This defense right now is pinning their ears back with a huge lead in the 4th quarter. You're seeing that coming off the edge. They're not even respecting run because they don't have to. They know that this opponent is going to throw the football. They're taking wider splits. They're getting up the field. They're using their speed and that time tracking the quarterback down for a big sack.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got an open man. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
The Commodores had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. He's got it on the move. They get it down to the 7.